Are you serious? Are you seriously serious? I'm still laughing at that thumbnail that's on this video. Yeah, that's a that's a portrait of me that was created by Israel Hall for a lot of laughs and a lot of fun. But in a way, other than the white flowing long hair behind me, I am a soldier in the army of God, and we are fighting a battle against the wiles of the devil. There's no doubt about that. Let me tell you what's going on. Mike from around the world has blown my mind. I'm going to tell you about that. First, quick shout out right now. We've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that nothing. That's just all old news. According to Dr. John Lakey, the world-renowned Beverly Hills expert, says that most wrinkles fixes on the market today are just glorified moisturizers, okay? They hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some even are become harmful to your skin. Recently, Dr. Lakey has focused his attention away from the mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. It's almost like Photoshop for your face, similar to what Israel did on the thumbnail of this video. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view, says Dr. Lakey. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-for-yourself techniques the Age Rewinder, because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lakey has released a step-by-step video to the public, free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. If this helps anyone, if it just helps one person look younger and feel more confident, he said, I'll be thrilled. Guys, the video's gone viral, okay? 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 million times. Here's what you should do. You should click on the link below. Click on the link below. Go to bhmd1.com/Paul. That's bhmd1.com/Paul. You will be glad. Trust me, you will be glad you did. Now, guys, hang on. Let me just tell you this. Mike from around the world, I had to interview him yesterday for the webinar, Pole Shift, which is, of course, going to be the best webinar ever. Certainly, I'll put it this way, for sure, it is the best webinar ever assembled and put together to discuss this subject, the pole shift of the Earth and what causes it, how Planet X is participating in that, in God's prophetic prophecy and timeline. And we went and got the best. BP Earthwatch, Mike from around the world, Gil Brazard, Clyde Lewis, Josh Peck, Marshall Masters, my son Bart Begley, who put his best documentary ever together, and myself collectively in this incredible webinar. Unbelievable. You need to go, the only place, really, guys, just go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. You'll see the banner right across the page. Click it, get your ticket, and get ready so I can get that email to you right away. Or you can go to Eventbrite. You can also get the ticket there at Eventbrite. Many of you like to do that. Feel free and do either one. But get it done. Don't listen. We just got a week. We've only got 8 days. This thing, we're down the stretch now. We got to be ready for this. Is the best one ever. So, having said all that, I have to do something else real fast, and that is tell you. Let me find that little thing to click on, because if I don't, I won't know what I'm doing. Paul Begley Technology. Everybody say it with me. PBT. When will it ever end? PBT. Well, I don't know when it will ever end, but it eventually will. at some point in someday. Someday, okay. All right, I'll have to find it. I can't even find it, but I will find it. Guys, here's what happened, okay? All right, here it is. Give me 1 second. Here it is. Right? Give me 1 second. It's giving me a fit there for some reason. There it is. All right. Over at Patreon. Well, here's what happened. I was filming My Friend the World yesterday for the webinar, okay? Filming him yesterday for the webinar, which he dropped so many bombs on me that so much information was so interesting and so wonderful and linked together with a lot of the other guys, what they said. Some stuff that BP Earthwatch said. There were some things he said in there that went along with what Gil Brazard said. There was things in there he said that went along with Josh Peck and Marshall Masters. He tied a lot to Marshall Masters, actually. It was quite extraordinary, really. But then I said to him, Mike, what happened Sunday night? What happened Sunday night? Yes, Bart is my son. I have 3 sons, Brock, Bart, and Paul Andrew Begley. I'm Paul Wyatt Begley, but he's Paul Andrew Begley. Okay, 3 sons. My 3 sons, I was going to call them Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Thought about doing Mo, Larry, and Curly. There were some others, but no, we decided to just go with the names we did. Now, here's the thing. I was really worried. I said, Mike, Sunday night when the helicopter went down in Iran, when that helicopter went down in Iran, in the fog, first they said that they had contacted, that there was 2 people from the crash site who had called and said, look, we went down in the fog. It was a hard landing. We're going to need some help. That was a bold-faced lie. It wasn't a hard landing. It was an absolute smash. It was a crash right into the mountainsides in the fog there in Azerbaijan, the province of Iran. There was conflicting reports that whether or not there was 3 helicopters. Was this the helicopter that President Ibrahim Raisi was on? Which helicopter was the foreign minister, Hassan Jubilan? I don't know. It's got 25 letters. Where were these guys? Who was what? Were they still alive? And we know that this took some time to start to decipher. But after a while, after about 9 hours, we finally knew that this helicopter crashed into the side and that eventually it was found. Stunning, the butcher from Tehran, the guy who executed 5,000 in 1988 and then had executed 18,000 in the 90s and had 2,000 people's hands amputated. I mean, this guy, it was a demon. And ended up being president of Iran. And he's the guy that orchestrated this attack on Israel. He's the guy who launched the 320 rockets at Israel. He's the guy who said he'd wipe Israel off the face of the map. He's the guy that he and the foreign minister Hassan, these 2 were the 2, I believe, that fulfilled the prophecy of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 38, that says the Lord said, I will destroy the king and the prince, and I will do this in the latter days, and I will take over Elam and set my throne there and scatter the inhabitants of Elam, and Elam is Iran. So having said all that, I said, Mike, can you tell us what really happened? Because was it really the fog, or was it something else? Was it someone else? Was it somebody else's? Can you just give me any kind of information? And then he began to blow my mind. And folks, what he began to share, I can't share here. He said to me, "You don't want to put this on, okay? You can't put this on an open platform." So I said, "Okay." So he explains what really happened from the intel there in the mountainside. I want you to go to our Patreon channel. Many of you are already members of our Patreon channel. It's about a 10 or 12-minute interview. It is stunning, and I want you to find out exactly what happened I want to thank Mike for going ahead and breaking that information. And it's incredible. Donald, turn up your sound. Donald, we're on. We're high. We're sky high. We're coming in tall and treetop tall. We're coming in hard. You can hear now. So this is an incredible. And again, then I interviewed him for the webinar, which is unbelievable. But go right now to patreon.com, Paul Begley. Go to my Patreon channel. If you're already, no, he doesn't explain it in the webinar. No, this was a separate 12 minutes. He said, could you give me 10 minutes? I'll tell you. And it took about 10, 12 minutes. And that is not on the webinar. It's only on this 10, 12-minute interview at Patreon. And so you'll have to go there. Many of you are already members. So go now. Go right now. Go now. Go to my Patreon channel and watch this. And unbelievable. But you're going to find out exactly what's going on in this world. And it's incredible. And the prophecies that are coming to pass and everyone that's involved in it. Look out. This could have some ramifications and reverberations throughout the world, especially okay, I'm not going to say no more. Go find out. Go find out at patreon.com. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy right here. And, of course, tonight we will hear from Mike from around the world, but he's not going to talk about this subject. He won't talk about this subject, but he will be talking about some very important subjects tonight, So Mike from around the world said, what? Go to Patreon and find out. I'll be back with more on the coming apocalypse.